guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm really excited to be sharing my February empties with you. And like I said in my last empties video, I'm actually going to be doing these monthly from now on, which I'm really excited about because not only does it mean that I don't have to hold on to my trash for as long, but it also means that I get to show you guys what I can realistically use in a month. And this month I'm surprised. There's actually a fair amount of stuff here, which is crazy to me, but I know most months, or other months at least, there's not going to be this much stuff. So I am really excited to hop in and get started on this month's empties. Before you guys leave, definitely let me know in the comments down below what things you finished this month. I'd really just like to hear about makeup or beauty items that you guys have used up and what you kind of thought about them. So yeah, definitely leave that in the comments down below, and for now let's just hop right into it. I have a couple of lifestyle things that I want to talk about, and I just want to get those kind of out of the way at the beginning. The first one I really love. This was the Audrey and Lewis Mindfulness Relaxation Room, Pillow, and Facial Mist Spray. I never use this on my face or on my body, but I use this on my pillows and on my bed, and just like to freshen up my bedroom quite a lot. I had this probably for about like 4 or 5 months. And the scent in this is French lavender, rose geranium, and patchouli. And this was amazing for calming, and for also it really helped with my sleep actually quite a lot. I found that I was more restful when I had this sprayed on my pillows, and I just got into my bed feeling like not only had I done the ritual of like spraying it, but I also had the mindset that I wanted to sleep better and to fall asleep faster. I think that that's a big part of aromatherapy for me. I really respond well to lavender and calming sorts of fragrances, and this was really nice. I got it at Winners. I don't know if I mentioned that already, and it was only a couple bucks, and I would definitely repurchase it if I saw it there again, but I haven't looked into this brand at all yet, but I would love to. It's an Australian brand, and I really love this stuff. Like, it was so good. It was surprisingly amazing. Like, I just kind of picked it up on a whim, and yeah, I love it so much. This is so good. Highly recommended if you guys like lavender, or if you like the ritual of having like a spray to put on your bed, or you do believe in aromatherapy or anything, or if you just enjoy the fragrance and it has nothing to do with calming or relaxation or anything for you. But I adored this so much. It was just a beautiful fragrance, and yeah, it just really did help me out a lot, I feel like. And then the other like lifestyle kind of thing is just a repeat. I talk about this in every single empties video, and this is the Jason Powersmile. This is my favorite natural toothpaste. I don't know how often I have to talk about this stuff, but if you guys haven't tried it yet, I definitely recommend it. I either get mine at Zehrs, which is like a Canadian grocery store, or I can find it at Winners from time to time, or I buy it on well.ca, and no matter which way you buy it, they kind of are all the same price point, but it's so good. Like, if you guys haven't tried a natural toothpaste yet, this will convert you. So now that all of that stuff's out of the way, let's get into some makeup. This is the most exciting category for me. I always love seeing makeup empties in my empties bag, and this month I feel like I did pretty good. So the first item I have here, you guys may have recognized from my 12 Pants of Christmas, and this is the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is in the shade 3.5, and I actually finished this guy up. I know a lot of you guys said like just give it up, just stop using it, but I kept mixing it with different with different foundations, and I just kept trucking through this, even though I didn't love it at all. I just didn't. But I worked my way through it, and I'm so happy I finally used it up. I did like the formula of this guy. Just this color was just no good for me. 3.5 is one of the cooler tones, and I'm more neutral to warm. And right now I don't have any sort of tan or anything like that, so I think the shade 3 is a little bit too light for me, and the shade 4 is a little bit too olive for me. But I would probably pick up 4 in the summertime if I feel like I need a really full coverage foundation, that I just don't have something like that in my collection come the summertime. I would definitely pick up the shade 4 because I've swatched it since picking this one up, and I really did like it. I just think it's a little too deep for me right now, if that makes any sense. But so happy I finally used this up. There's like Oh, one little squirt just came out, but there's nothing in here. There's literally nothing in here. And I'm so happy I finally used it up. Like, after using it in a project and not being able to finish it and finding myself frustrated with it, I still persevered and I finished it. And I'm so happy. It's the small victories, let me say. And then when it comes to more makeup, there are a couple other items from Project Pans as well. These are both from my Project 10 pan, which is my 2018 rolling project pan. And I actually finished both these items at the very end of January, but I didn't want to include them in my December and January empties just because I didn't want to give you guys a little sneak peek. But I finished up the Pacifica Perfect Lotus setting powder. This is in the shade Light. I finished this guy up. I'm going to be holding on to this compact to do something fun with it. Still haven't made up my mind, but I am really happy that I got this guy used up and out of my collection. And then I also finished the Bite Beauty High Pigment Pencil. This was a deluxe size mini. This is not a full size, but I finished it up, and this one is in the shade Rhubarb, and I'm so happy I finished this one up as well. And that project has been very successful for me because I forgot to totally tell you guys I also finished Stila Kitten, which was in my Shade and Light palette, and I'm really happy I got this guy used up too. This was like from the oldest palette in my collection that I ended up actually decluttering at the end of 2017, but I held on to this shade and one other one that I want to focus on this year to get used up, and so happy I finished this one up as well. Definitely check out my rolling Project 10 pan. The second update just went up a couple days ago, or like about a week ago, so definitely go check that out if you guys haven't already, and you'll see all of my progress as well as hear a little bit more about these products that I just mentioned. And continuing on makeup, I finished up an Anastasia Brow Wiz, and this one is in the shade Medium Brown. This is my favorite brow pencil. I find that the NYX Micro Brow is very comparable. I just think that it doesn't last quite as long. I mean, the actual product doesn't last for as many months as this one works for me, but I do really like that one. I really did like the Brow Wiz so much. I think that you have so much control using this. I also do love the Brow Definer. That is a product that I really, really love, and I might end up picking that one up instead of this one just to kind of switch it up a little bit. But I have so many brow products in my collection that I'm going to hold off for a little while because this is like nearly $30 or something like that, and I just can't really justify it right now when I do have other brow products to work my way through. Like today I'm wearing the Dip Brow Pomade, and that product's going to take forever to use up, so I might as well make some use out of it in the coming months before I get something else into the rotation. This is a Pixie Mascara, and I can't remember what the name of this one was, but it was the one that had like the fibers in it, and I actually didn't totally finish this guy up, to be completely honest. I ended up just sort of forgetting about it in my collection, and you can see it just gets so like gross and really not pleasant. I really did like this when I was using it, but I just feel like since I've had it since about June last year, it was just time to let it go. You can't really hold on to mascara that long. But I did really like it, other than the fact that it gets really messy, and the packaging is like totally worn off. I can't see anything on here whatsoever, but it was half decent. I did find, I think I reached for it probably in like October, November of last year, and I found that it was starting to get really flaky, and then it just got set aside in my collection, and I totally forgot to put it in Empties before this. But yeah, this was a good mascara when it was fresh. It is a little bit pricey for a drugstore mascara, at least here in Canada. I honestly don't know if Pixi costs the same elsewhere, but this is like $22, so that's pretty expensive for a drugstore mascara, especially like the fact that the packaging, like all the lettering rubbed off in it, and it got just like gross and everything. So I don't think I'll repurchase this one in the immediate future. If I feel like I want something with fibers, maybe I'll pick this guy up again, but I've got so many mascaras that I'm working through, so don't need this one in my collection anymore. And yeah, it's not going to be an immediate repurchase by any means. I've actually got two more items that were in my 12 Pans of Christmas project pan, and one of them is the Sinful Colors Black on Black nail polish. This I've totally used up. I wore it maybe 2 more times since that project ended, and it's totally gone. The last makeup item is the Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer, and this one is a travel size in the shade Light. This came in an Ipsy bag way too long ago, but I finally finished it up. I didn't love this stuff at all. I honestly felt like it settled into my lines. It felt really sticky, like it never really set down. I know that so many people love this, but I just couldn't seem to get it to work for me. But I used up the trial size just to know that it's not my favorite. It's not going to be an item that I purchase again. I finished up so many lip balms. The first one is the Carmex Classic Lip Balm. This was the cherry scented, and you can see I cut into this guy. I finished this like within a month because I just am addicted to putting on lip balm. My lips have been so dry and chapped and so uncomfortable lately that I just was like constantly applying this one, but I actually don't think that it helped my lips whatsoever because they were still in a lot of pain. So I'm not going to repurchase this guy. I just used every last bit while I had it in my collection. And then the other lip product is the Bite Agave Lip Mask, and this is like a mini. It came in like a set, like a holiday set, not from this year, but from last year actually, that had like a lipstick and a lip primer, and then this guy, I think that's what it had. Might have had 2 lipsticks. I don't really remember, but anyway, I use this from time to time. Basically just going to bed, I would put it on every week or so. Like I didn't use this all the time, but there are a couple more uses in here, and I just decided it's time to give it up because it doesn't seem to be doing anything for my lips. And actually yesterday morning I woke up with such swollen, painful lips. I can put a picture here, but it's really embarrassing. But regardless, I had used this the night before, and I just found that happened a couple of times. Just think that this guy's the culprit, and I know that this is a absolute favorite of so many people. I love Bite as a brand, but I just can't get on with this stuff. It is, yeah, it doesn't work for me. There's nothing else to say about that. I tried way too many times, and I just know now it doesn't work for me. Another lip balm is the Burt's Bees Ultra Conditioning lip balm. This one is with cocoa butter. I don't know what that is, but I literally like dug it out as much as I could, and I was actually using this as well to kind of break down lipsticks. So you can see it's a little bit pink in the tube, but I was using it to break down lipsticks when I was washing my face, just because I didn't want to be so harsh and so abrasive with cloths on my lips, because my lips have been so sensitive lately. So yeah, this was all right. Again, just not a favorite. And then the last one I picked up, unfortunately it's not cruelty free, but I picked this up last summer just because I really was struggling so bad with my lips in the summertime last year too. And it is the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, sorry, I'll put it over here. But I finally used this guy up. It is supposed to be a barrier repairing balm. I'm not really sure if it worked for me, to be completely honest though, because like I just constantly have these very uncomfortable, dry, really just upset, painful lips, and I think I've come to realize that I must be allergic to some common ingredient in a lot of lip balms, or maybe even lipsticks. So I've just got like the last 2 categories here are skincare and then hair care, and there's not a lot of products here. But I have 2 mini hand creams that I finished up this month. This one is the Daisy Petals in Bloom Moisturizing Hand Cream. I think I got this as a Christmas gift from someone several years ago. So I just ended up trying to get it used up over this past month. And then the other one is actually, this one belonged to Patrick. This is the Body Shop Hemp Hardworking Hand Protector, and this was really nice. This one was very comfortable. And it didn't seem to leave my hands feeling sticky, whereas this one did feel a little bit sticky, but I would just put it on at bedtime, so it didn't really matter. But neither of them are my favorites. I think I'm just going to repurchase the Pacifica body butter because I had that as a sample. I feel like I've mentioned this so many times before, but I had that as a sample back in the day, and I freaking loved it so much. Like it's so good. It's so good, and it works as a hand cream for me. So yeah, I think I'm just going to end up picking that guy up soon. And then continuing on skincare, I have got 2 Avalon Organics products. This one is the Intense Defense with Vitamin C. This is a renewal cream. I used this day and night and I really did like it, but I haven't repurchased it just because I wasn't finding it to be quite nourishing enough for me. So I had been mixing it in with the Derma E oil. I think it's the vitamin E oil. I had been mixing that into this one and I really did like it, but I ended up just picking up a different moisturizer. I got the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream as well as the First Aid Beauty, like the new coconut water cream. I really like both of those products, so I just haven't found a need to repurchase this one, but I do love it. The matching Intense Defense with Vitamin C Cleansing Gel, again, really liked it. I just didn't end up repurchasing this because when I finished this one up, I had so many other cleansers on hand and I just want to get some of those used up. I also just really want to spend this year figuring out what is my perfect skincare routine. So I know that I really do like this, but I still am continually getting breakouts when I've been using this, and sometimes my skin felt very dry, very parched. So I will see about repurchasing this one. Maybe it's just more suited to my skin in the summertime because that's when I discovered it and I freaking loved it then. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to hold off on purchasing it. And this last skincare product is actually a declutter. This is the Yes to Tomatoes Clear Skin Detoxifying Charcoal Peel Off Mask, which was really, really nice when I first bought it back in like May or June of last year. But I tried to use it recently a couple weeks ago and it's gone bad. And unfortunately it says on the back, yeah, it's only good for 12 months, but it didn't even last me 12 months. So that sucks. It just like totally separated, and because it has like basically just like a small slit where the product is supposed to come out of, it ended up just being like pure water, and I tried to like mix it up in the tube and shake it around, and it still was just coming out as like this awful watery mess, and I didn't want to put it on my face and risk that it had been or that it had gone off. So unfortunately it didn't even last a year since open. And then 3 hair care products. The first one is just like a little sample of a hairspray. This is the Oro Fluido medium hold hairspray, and this is not a cruelty-free brand, but I did enjoy using this just because I'm not really picky when it comes to hairspray. I don't actually use hairspray like through the lengths of my hair or anything like that. I just tend to use it to kind of tame my little baby hairs on the top. I'll just like spray it either onto my like teasing comb, or I'll just spray it directly onto my head and I'll just like tame all the little hairs there. And that's all I do with hairspray. So I want to pick up another one. I don't want to spend like a ton of money on it, but I do need to find a really good cruelty-free hairspray. So if you guys have suggestions on that, please let me know, because I'm in the market for one, because this was the only thing that I had to hand for the last few months. Next up, I have the Cake, the All Powderful. This is a dry styling dry shampoo, and it was like an actual powder shampoo that you would put into your hand and run through like the roots. Don't love this sort of system. I have one more dry shampoo that I'm working through that is this kind of powder, and I know it's way better to get something like this because it's cardboard and plastic versus like an aerosol can, but I can't get on with this. Like I ended up just washing my hair more often because I didn't want to reach for this, whereas I used to use dry shampoo every other day. And I actually finished this guy up today, so you can see like my hair definitely looks clean. This is like second day hair. It's not even like that long, but it definitely does look nice and clean. So it did work really well, and it is a cruelty-free brand, but I would just like to get something in an aerosol container after I finish up the other one, which is the Acure dry shampoo. The very, very last product I have here to share with you guys is, again, another repeat kind of product. You've seen this time and time again. This is the Kiss My Face Whenever conditioner. I love this stuff. I love it right down to the fragrance. Oh, it smells so good. It just smells so clean and fresh. And buying the big tub like this is really economical. Again, I buy this stuff at Zayre's, and that's the cheapest place to purchase this large size. It's like $3 cheaper than anywhere that I've seen online, like Amazon or wild.ca. So it's the cheapest place to buy it is in store, and they always have it in stock where I live. So I love this stuff. Have another one in my shower. So good. Patrick and I both use it and love it. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, it doesn't weigh down my fine hair, it doesn't weigh down my short hair either. It just gives me that little bit of nourishment that I need after I've used a clarifying shampoo. And I love it. I love this stuff so much. So yeah, that is absolutely everything, guys. I know that I was super chatty in this video, but I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my empties. Please let me know in the comments what you guys have recently finished, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.